Hi, this is Bob McDuffie for CIgarLabs, and like many of you, I like to have a good cigar in the car. Makes for a peaceful drive, refreshing atmosphere, but you know, smoking in the car comes with its own special problems. You got to worry about what do you do with the ashes? Can I find my stuff when I get ready? Things like that. And that's what we're going to show you here on today's CIgarLabs. Well, as you can see, smoking in the car comes with its own particular set of, shall we say, issues that we have to overcome. Now, the first one for me is an ashtray. You got to have some place, and you know, a lot of new cars don't even come with ashtrays, and certainly the ones they come with, in the older cars even, aren't big enough to do any good. So I could start with something like this. Now, this is a pretty common ashtray. Sometimes they come like this, but the truth is they're not very big. You know, you'd have to be emptying these probably every day. Who has time for that? I got other things to do. So, too small. Try it. So I need something bigger. Something that'll hold, oh, at least a week's worth, maybe a month's worth of ashes would be ideal. So let's see what we've got around here. Here's something. This is your standard paint can. No paint in it now, but I think this would work really well. And having a sealable top on it just makes it that much better. I think I'll start with that as my ashtray. So issue number 2, got to be able to reach your lighter, your cutter, whenever you may need it, because you never know when you're going to have to relight or want to cut that new cigar when you're flying down the highway. There's no rest stops available. You want to get in and light a new cigar. Well, that means keeping them accessible. And that to me always means putting a rope on them. Something to keep track of them with. So I think I'll use some good old parachute cord. It's tough, cheap, and easy to work with. So I'll put that in the kit for the build. So how am I going to tie all, well, there's the solution. Handyman's friend, some good old duct tape. Throw that in, you know. Well, one last thing that occurred to me. When you sit in an enclosed car, for you guys up north especially where it gets cold, you gotta have some way to move the smoke around in the car, maybe even blow it out a window. So, got just the solution for you. We're gonna install a new fan just for smoking. Better unplug it first though. New fan just for smoking.
When?
Well, we got all the parts together, so time to start the build. Got my kit, everything here. I think what I'll do is start with the ashtray. Now, for safety, you want to make sure that it's within reach. You don't want to be reaching across the car and stuff like that when you're trying to put out a cigar. And you know, I just thought too, this is a really good fire safe can. This ought to work pretty good. So we'll get our duct tape out. So I'm sitting here in the car. Let's see where I can reach to. You know, the thing that's always in front of me that doesn't take my eyes off the road, of course, is going to be right here on the steering wheel. So I think that's where we'll put the can. It'll be good. Going straight down the road. Got that? Yeah, that looks pretty good. I can easily douse it in there. That works. So, next step. Got to figure out what to do with the old light. See, once again, I can't find my lighter or my cutter, so you know, that's always the problem you face. Whoops, wrong cutter. Oh, there's one. So, got my cutter. Where do I want to... Not too many choices where to tie this off, but I think this one will work up here. I think I can... Yeah, because then it comes... Make sure I got enough rope to get over here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So, we'll cut that. Tie that off like so. Yeah, now I can cut my cigar. Still look straight ahead. Got that going. The lighter though. You know, you don't use the lighter a lot, but you use it a lot more than you do the cutter. So, let's see. This could be a little more difficult here. Hey, now that's talking. I'm betting I can put this bad boy right on there. Look at that. Right there. So now, when I need it, comes down, flip the switch, and I'm ready to go. Okay, that looks good. Well, I thought we'd take this for a little test drive before I get around to mounting the fan, because once that's in, we're ready to go. So let's see how this works. We'll start up. It's a little... Well, I can get to the key. That's a good sign. Now, let's see if I can pull out. Probably, ow, can't turn it right very far. Left is kind of a problem, too. Maybe I better think this through a little more. Well, obviously the steering wheel wasn't such a good idea, but I've got my can relocated up here where it should be, right within reach of my cigar. I think that'll hold it there. That's a nice, convenient spot for it. Don't really need access to all those heat knobs and everything behind me. I think we're finally ready for the last piece to the magnificent smoking machine here, and that's an exhaust fan. Gotta have some way to pull the smoke out. Don't want all the other people to have to sit through it and everything in the car. So, we brought our exhaust fan. Let's see if we can put that up in here. We'll just blow that nasty old smoke right out the window. How about that? Once again, can't beat a little bit of duct tape, I'll tell you. Let's see, maybe one more piece right here, just to be sure. That looks pretty good. I don't think we're going to need the rope. Well, I think that about does it for the magnificent smoking machine. Time to take a drive and see how she works.
Go.
Well, we'll get everything in here. Got my cigar cutter. Look, right in the ashtray. Pretty cool, huh? Light up a cigar here. I'll always know where it is. Oh, sweet CIgarLab. Let's see how this works. Fire up the fan. Oh yeah, it's sucking it right out. Right out the